Well, let me be clear, there's a lot of AI around at the moment, and I'm interested to know, can Google recognize the AI that's producing photos and images? And if so, how will that experiment turn out? So I have a spare GMB, Google My Business account, and I'm going to use it to see if I can use AI produced images to see whether they can actually be uploaded and whether Google can detect them. And we know that Google has a lot of ways to detect images, whether they're fake, whether they're duplicated. So I'm going to see whether or not I can get away on this business account with some artificial intelligent images that are produced on the fly, which I'll do with you and show you how you can do that right now. So in one corner of OpenAI, that's going to produce images. In the other corner, I've got Google AI that's going to try and stop duplicated and artificial images. And I'm going to see which one's going to win the fight. But just one note, as you know, I'm all about doing things the right way. And this is purely for an experiment. I wouldn't recommend using AI images. Take proper photos of your business. And in a moment, I'll show you the types of photos you need to take if you want to rank higher on Google. So how do you get AI to produce incredible images? How's that possible? Well, let me show you how this works. It's using Dall 2. And Dall 2 is an open AI system, and there it says it's a new AI system that can create realistic images and art from description of natural language. And you can be very detailed. So I tried for the thumbnail of this particular video to get some golf images and to do so. So one of them is a robot playing golf. And if you look at the image of the thumbnail, you'll be able to see that there. But how do you actually produce these images? Well, let me show you. So I'm going to Dall, which is an OpenAI, which you can get to, and I'll put the link down below if you need to find it, if you haven't come across it. So here I'm going to generate a Scottish golf course with a man swinging his club and put in 50mm realistic and see what comes up. Now, while that's just running through and generating it can take about half a minute to. We'll come back to that and see what it produces in a moment. But first of all, for your business, you need to use high quality images. So make sure that the photos you upload are clear and well lit and in focus, and then that will ensure that it looks professional and trustworthy. Secondly, you need to use unique images. So I'll show you in a moment how Google can see whether it's been duplicated or whether it's stock images. So don't use stock images. Instead, use unique photos. You can take them on your phone even. That'll be fine. Thirdly, showcase your products and services. So just make sure that your images show off those services and those products that you have, and that will help customers to see the benefits and what you can offer them. Fourth, include people in your images. People connect with people, so make sure that you have it humanized, that your business is relatable if it has images of your staff or of yourself, your employees and customers. Include your logo. If you can, include your logo naturally, whether it's on your headed paper, whether it's on the front of the building, but make it prominent so that it stands out so that people can see it and it's recognizable on your photos. And here's just one bonus, upload regularly as well. So if you can, try and get at least one upload every single week, and that will help as well bring in traffic on your Google business, and it just keeps it fresh and up to date. So there we go. So we've got several images here of a man playing golf, and you can see he's in focus, got a background of Scotland. If we flick to the next one, again, you've got even more of a close-up. That one doesn't really seem to fit very well. But of course, it's just unique. There is not one of these photos found anywhere in the world. If we take this one's probably the most realistic. And what we can do is then we can do some variations on this one. Sometimes this produces even better results. On the other hand, sometimes it can be not so good. So let's see what it produces. So kind of similar, they look a bit computerized. I think the problem is sometimes it's rendering from photos that maybe are more of a computer game rather than actual realistic photos. So I'm not so impressed with those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these, maybe take one of them, add them to a collection of 3 or 4 that I've already done previously. So remember that while using AI images could potentially work in this scenario, in this experiment, Google's policies are very clear that businesses should not use duplicated or artificial images. So I don't recommend that you do this if this experiment works. Anyway, let's see if it works. So here are the 4 images that I've got that I've produced. So we just scan for those. You've got that one with a sunset, this one with a robot playing golf, this one with just a white flag on the green, and this one that we've just produced of our golfer and a close-up one of him playing in Scotland. So that's our 4 images we're now going to upload. If you go to Google and you click on images, and then all you need to do is drag each one in. So I'm going to drag these in. So we'll take the first one. So it's trying to recognize it using its artificial intelligence. It can't really work out that's a golf ball, as you can see. Is there any text in the image? It's looking for text. There's nothing, and so it can't translate it. But I can see, is this original? So find image source. So if that's been copied, but all it's done is just looked at sunsets, but you can see there's nothing to show that it's actually available elsewhere. So it shows it's unique then. So we've got, this is really interesting. Let's see what Google makes of this if we put it on the AI. So this is now Google's AI. This is how Google's going to work out what this image is about itself. And it's worked out it's a ball. That's all it's really worked out though. Let's go for labels. So you can see it's a sky, an atmosphere, afterglow. Has it picked up? It's got sunset or sunrise. It's got the grass. No mention of golf though. So, you know, that wouldn't be a good one to put on your website unless you've got golf coming up at the top here. And is it safe? So it's saying it's unlikely it's spoof. So surprisingly, even with this copyright here from Dall, it's not picked that up yet. I'm sure Google will soon have that as proof that it's spoof, that it's not a genuine photo. Let's take the second one. We'll drag this robot now. Surely it's going to pick this one up. Okay, so again, it's unique. If it wasn't unique, it would get a visual match on it. If I click on this again, just as proof, no other sizes. And that's the thing, is all of Dall ones are totally unique. So we can clarify that. I would have thought it's going to say this is a spoof. You'd expect so, wouldn't you? So it sees it as a person. So unless you're in the Wizard of Oz, then that's unlikely that's going to be how you dress when you play golf. And it sees this as a home appliance. Okay, so you've got a couple of golf clubs in there, but that's a home appliance apparently. So again, the AIs, but we have got golf here. So this may be a better one to add because golf, golfer, golf equipment, golf club, now those are all key words that we would want showing for our golf club. So that's one that may well get some ranking. If we go to properties, dominant colors and so on, and safe search, and again it says it's not spoof, so that's good. So this one's going to be a good one to use. Let's reset it again and let's bring in the next one. So again, similar, it sees it as a flag, but it's unique, it hasn't got a copy. Let's go to the AI, so it sees it as a flag. Ideally we want a golf flag, which it hasn't got, but we have got golf here, so that's good. Again, it thinks it's unlikely that it's a spoof, so that's quite a good one to use. And let's just take our final one. So again, it doesn't see it. I think it could be Jim Carrey playing golf. We really want this to pick out Scottish golf club or something like that, if it can pick that out. Golf comes up, and golfer and golf equipment. So this is a good one, professional golfer, golf club. And these are all highly golf course, speed golf, grass, ball game, match play. So this is absolutely ideal because again, it's just hitting all the right things, properties, we've got dominant colors, safe search. So again, nothing's been picked up. So of all those really, the only one that probably wasn't great was the close-up golf ball, which actually to our eyes, this one here, that looks quite a smart photo. But we're going to upload all 4 and then see what happens, whether Google now rejects them within the Google business profile. So let's go to Aberdeen. So I'm going to click on add photos and I can drag these photos in. So let's drag the first one. I have no idea what this is going to do. Okay, that seems okay. Let's try the second one. The robot playing golf. Okay, add more. Golf flag. Okay, we'll do one more. Golf man. Let's see if the photos are on there. Pending, 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 pending. Okay, so that probably means then the AI will now start to try and work it through. So if it's using the AI that we've looked at on here, it'll just see it as golf and it'll probably pass it. If we allow it to be manually viewed, then people may see that it's been faked because we've kept the copyrights here. These kind of color codes here is just to say that it's an artificial intelligence. And I think that's, as I say, I'm not wanting to suggest that you should use fake photos because I don't think that's the right thing to do. But it's interesting just to see whether Google has the ability yet to check these 4 out. So we need to come back to this and see what happens. So it happened so quickly that I've just put it back on again, the camera, because I thought it would need some manual recognition, but no, AI's loved it. It's gone through. So the pending's gone. So I now just go into the account, and there it is. And what's incredible is I noticed that it's actually using one of the images already on the main part of the, that's incredible. So already it's changed it on my account. If I go to photos, see all the photos there. I wonder if it's done it to, this will be interesting. So the fact it's used that photo, it thinks that's a good photo. Does it see that as a cover photo? There's a free website you can still get. Okay, so that's the original photo. Yeah, it hasn't shown it, but if you go to gallery, is it going to be on gallery? Let's refresh that. No, so it's not showing it in the gallery yet, but it is showing on the main page. And then there it is there as well. So that's an interesting experiment, and I didn't expect it to be picked up, but it appears at the moment then that Google AI is unable to detect these artificial images so far. So ranking your business using real images is the key to proper business ranking. Sooner than later, Google's going to sort this problem out. So don't take advantage of it, because it's not a long-term strategy. If you want a long-term strategy of how you can use images, then you need to watch this video next, and that's going to show you how I got great ranking using just photos done on my phone.